Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm a chief analyst in all Power Research and Analysis, and this is daily analytical report where we will scan all the market instruments looking for the best trading setups. So first we need to check the calendar because we will have the most important data this week for euro, which will be the inflation in eurozone, and we'll find out this data in 58 minutes. So far we had retail sales from Germany, for example, which came worse than expectations, and the difference is quite significant. And this is negative information for the euro. Overnight we had interest rate decision from Bank of Japan. No changes here. We had the data from China, PMIs, which came worse than expectations, and well, we can see a decline in Australian dollar, the biggest trading partner of China, which shouldn't be surprising here. And as for today, we'll have also speeches from two chairmen, two governors of central banks, so from SNB and Bank of Canada. Also, GDP from Canada, important for the Canadian dollar. But the most important data today is inflation from Eurozone. Tomorrow, important date for the British pound, don't forget about that. For Canadian dollar PMIs, but the most important will be for the British pound. Without going any deeper into the fundamentals, you know that I don't do this, let's focus on the charts, on the technical analysis now. So these are the instruments that we had yesterday. Just a quick recap from the situation here, and we'll move to the instruments that we did not mention yesterday. And we will scan, check the technical situation there, and we'll try to find decent setups. So American dollar to Japanese yen is the first one where we definitely ended the correction. As you can see here, this uptrend line was eventually defended, and the price created a double bottom formation here. That's also a false breakout. Double bottom resulted, not label, I don't want to label. I want this. The double bottom formation is up and running. It's legitimate because we already broke the neckline. The neckline of this formation, as you can see, we broke 38.2. Double bottom breakout, most probably a pullback, testing the yellow area as a support, and we should see a further upswing. So the buy signal on the American dollar to Japanese yen on this pair is sentiment is positive. There is a buy signal. Now gold is doing what was expected from gold. So as you can see, a daily candle is bearish. Today is bearish. Yesterday during the day we were telling you about the possible further downswing. It was somewhere here. The downswing is happening. Why? Because we rejected this 38.2. That's a false breakout. That's a double top formation. And also in the same time, look at this. That's a typical movement. So broken 23.6, test of 38.2. Bounce, we should get a bounce from 23.6 and then eventually a breakout of 38.2. We will see. Because for now the price is inside of the flag. Flag is a negative pattern. Flag is promoting a breakout of the lower line of this formation and a further downswing and new yearly lows, which would be very bad for gold. And the thing, in my opinion, as long as we stay above the orange area, we are still relatively safe and we have chances for the further upswing. Bitcoin, finally it happened 2 days ago, ended the sideways trend and entered another sideways trend. So we're just moving from one sideways trend, a huge movement, another sideways trend. Like for example here, look, that's a triangle, huge movement, sideways trend, huge movement, sideways trend, Not huge, but still significant movement, sideways trend. That's very interesting for Bitcoin, what is happening here. So the volatility dropped. The thing is that I don't know if the price will be pushed outside of this line or will have a significant movement. Push outside, I mean like in case of this blue line. The blue line got broken, but it's not a proper breakout. The price was just pushed outside of this line. So it's nothing. In my opinion, we should get to the black line relatively soon, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, this week in general. Australian dollar to Japanese yen. What we are having here is a false breakout, so we are under the influence of the false bearish breakout, so that's why the price is aiming higher. But now we are below midterm down. Let's say it's a neckline of this double bottom formation. I would consider this line as a neckline of this double bottom formation. So as long as we stay below, there is no buy signal. But the thing is also that we have a head and shoulder pattern, which may be better visible on M15. I seldom go on M15, almost never, but here we are. So there is this double bottom, triple top formation here. Triple top, head and shoulder formation. And how you can trade it? Well, in my opinion, you have to be patient and bullish breakout, sell, bearish breakout, not below the red line, but below the gold line, that's a sell. Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar. So we had this two tests of the neckline after the neckline got broken and the horizontal resistance to negative, two bounces, so two downswings, and now everything is open for the further downswing. The thing is that that's inverse head and shoulder formation, kind of. So we still have to keep in mind that price breaking the gold line, price getting above the neckline and the horizontal resistance will be a strong buy signal. Australian dollar to American dollar, nothing. We are still in the sideways trend. We had a breakout attempt here. We had a breakout attempt here. No significant changes. So actually I'm gonna remove this because there is nothing interesting there. Euro to Swiss franc. So I was thinking about the further downswing, but it's not happening. The price is fighting on this horizontal resistance. We will see how it will end, but then we still have chances for a further drop. Euro to Japanese yen. So basically we do have a buy signal. And that's what we said yesterday, that when the price will get there, we'll have a buy signal, which is based on the fact that we got inverse head and shoulder formation, left shoulder head and a right shoulder, broken neckline, tested as a support, broken horizontal resistance, tested as a support. So we should, with this kind of setup, we should climb higher. Swiss franc to Japanese yen, that is very interesting situation. Okay, I'm gonna do like this, and like this, because these are leftovers from the trading sniper videos. It will all make sense in a second. And Swiss franc to Japanese yen, what we have is an inverse head and shoulder formation. So a left shoulder, head and a right shoulder. Break out of the neckline, test as the neckline as a support, and price goes higher, even breaking this horizontal resistance. Fair enough. That's supposed to be a buy signal. But in my opinion, there is no buy signal as long as we stay below the blue line. So price being below the blue line is not enough to have a buy signal. So this one will be triggered when the price will get here. Okay, but in the same time, look what is happening. lower line of the flag, upper line of the flag. Also, neckline. I just want to change the color. That's a green. Neckline of the left shoulder head and the right shoulder formation. So at the same time, if we will continue this pattern of having lower lows and lower highs and corrections, we should see the breakout of the lower line. But I would say that now chances for the bullish breakout are equal to bearish breakout, so we just need to wait. Price closing a day above the blue line, buy signal. Price closing a day below the red line and the green line, sell signal. Now euro to New Zealand dollar. That was an ascending triangle. Price broke the horizontal resistance. Price later tested that as a support, went higher and then reversed. What's that? That's a double top formation. Orange line is the support of the double top formation. This support got broken. So now we are testing this broken support as a closest resistance. And in my opinion, as long as we stay below the orange area, the sentiment is negative. So as long as we stay below the orange line, we do have a proper sell signal. Based on the fact that we got a reversal pattern and the false breakout. Australian dollar to Swiss franc. Situation here is kind of similar to the euro to New Zealand dollar. Look, ascending triangle, ascending triangle. Here also we broke the horizontal resistance. The price did not create a double top because the second one should be higher, but we are fighting on this horizontal support. The thing is, now it's a bit too early. Well, short-term traders can say that yes, there was a breakout, so we should aim lower. No. What is happening here, price closing a day above this orange line, that will be a buy signal. Price closing a day below the orange line, that will be a sell signal. So this setup is pretty clear, you just need to wait. You just need to be patient because everything can happen. But this can be an interesting trading opportunity. British pound to Canadian dollar. We were expecting the breakout to the downside from this pennant. Breakout to the downside happened. And we broke the horizontal support. And now we're using that as a resistance, which can be another good occasion to go short. Let's see the trend line. Trend line is very close here. Short-term downtrend line. But in general, this looks like a good occasion to go short. British pound to New Zealand dollar. We said that on a weekly time frame, that is a good occasion to sell. So you may like, well, I was telling you that somewhere here. Let's check. 11, somewhere here, and the price decline. Now we do have a reversal. It would be nice to see the reversal towards here, because that would make the risk to reward ratio great. And yes, the reversal towards the 38.2 would be more than welcomed here. Okay, let's go with the black. And the downtrend line too. So I think that reversal towards the 23.6 is almost certain. We can go as deep as 38.2 and look at this risk to reward ratio. So from here, opening short position here, stop loss, let's say 300 pips, take profit 700. But if you believe in the further drop, that is a great risk to reward ratio. I'm wondering British pound to New Zealand dollar. For getting short, you get positive swaps, which is awesome. So these are the instruments that we had from yesterday. Now let's check the instruments that we did not manage to analyze yesterday. Australian here, we already had that. Let's go with cable, for example. Yes, on cable we also do have a reversal that can be interesting because we are aiming the downtrend line here. Horizontal resistance, Fibos. Actually, Fibos should be taken from this top. Well, movements towards the 23.6 shouldn't be nothing bad here. Downswing correction, downswing correction. But let's leave it. New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar. That's a nice inverse and shoulder formation. Horizontal resistance. Here. Here. So yeah, price getting there. Very good buy signal. Let's check New Zealand dollar to Japanese yen. Nice horizontal support here. Defended last week. Dynamic resistance. So what's that? That's a descending triangle pattern. Maybe not the prettiest one, but kind of. Price breaking the black line buy, price breaking the orange line sell. I don't think we'll have a solution anytime soon, but that's for the long-term traders. Let's keep it. New Zealand dollar to American dollar. Here, downtrend, nothing. American dollar to Canadian dollar. Here already I can see nothing because there is a pennant, so we have to wait for the breakout. Here. Let's say how ruble is doing. Russian ruble is getting stronger. There's this horizontal support. It looks good. We can get a breakout of the lower line of this pattern. And silver, well, gold is still fighting, but silver gave up. So on gold we still do have a positive sentiment, but silver gives up and today brings us a sell signal, which is quite surprising, to be honest with you. Anyway, let's check oil. And recent price movements on oil are awesome. So downswing, kind of a head and shoulder formation, but real technical attraction start here. Pennant, rectangle, flag. So this should result with the drop. We had the drop yesterday, but now the price is trying to reverse. But in general, we should see the continuation of this drop. The uptrend line was already broken, and the next target for the oil is here, is marked with the yellow color. So we should get here. And now indices, because it's definitely, let me start with DAX. We all know the situation on DAX. Head and shoulder formation. Neckline. Broken neckline tested as a resistance. Okay, fair enough. What do we have now? Support, broken support, resistance, resistance, resistance. Should be like this. More or less. So we're trying to break the neckline. Fair enough. But it means nothing. We can go as deep as the neckline again, and then we can get a major drop. Like here and here. So the sentiment is definitely still negative. Let's check the S&P 500. My favorite in terms of the indices. Also we have a reversal, which means nothing. We will remember the correction equality pattern. Oh, sorry. Wait. Here, and here. So this correction was the same as this one. Well, more or less. This is this horizontal support. I think that we should aim for this horizontal support, even despite the fact that we do have some rises here, but it's normal. It is normal, nothing special. Let's see how deep we can go with this reversals. We didn't even retrace 38.2, and that will be actually a good place for a reversal support, resistance. So yes, price getting there to this green rectangle and then a further drop. This is my view on the S&P 500. Last but not least, let's check the dollar index, which is on new highs. Actually made those highs today, and so everything is according to the plan. We were expecting that. We were positive about the dollar index, so we do not have a surprise here. A quick recap, but the situation here is not technical, so I'm not gonna leave it. A quick recap for you. American dollar, Japanese yen, that is buy. Gold, still buy. Bitcoin, that is rather sell. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, waiting for the breakout. Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar, waiting. Euro to Swiss franc, still kind of negative. Euro, Japanese yen, positive, but I wouldn't enter this trade. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, waiting for the breakout. Euro to New Zealand dollar, negative. Australian dollar, Swiss franc, waiting for the situation to show the direction. British pound to Canadian dollar, rather sell. British pound, New Zealand dollar, short term buy, then sell. New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar, waiting. New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, waiting. Silver, sell. Oil, sell. DAX, sell. S&P 500, sell. So guys, this was the daily analytical report. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks very much for attending this webinar. Now we'll have half an hour break, and after that we start the webinar about the MetaTrader 4. I hope you will all attend this webinar. So see you very soon. All the best, guys, and thanks for watching the daily analytical report today.